Here. So, all right. Well, welcome everyone to Take a Mind Break workshop about mental fitness tonight. I'm Jeffrey Berger, and I'm of Abundance and Optimum Wellness, physically, mentally, and financially. I help burnt out entrepreneurs increase mental fitness by holistic coaching to achieve heightened well-being. And I'm also working with our other health and wellness professionals to incorporate a holistic platform into their existing business model, or even help those just starting out with something new, unique, and cutting edge. Before I formally introduce my very special guest tonight, who I'm very humbled he is able to join us for the first 30 minutes, and then the following 30 minutes, we'll discuss some innovative science-backed protocols, followed by questions. I want to share that I'm really passionate about what I'm doing in this field of holistic mental wellness, and also known as your holistic wellness gladiator. As a certified health and integrative wellness coach, I'm aligned with the only holistic mental wellness company that's actually focusing specifically on the microbiome, which is the gut-brain-heart axis health, a science that's disrupting the health and wellness industry today. For those who don't know, Hippocrates was the first to document all disease starts in the gut. So again, welcome to tonight's mental fitness workshop. Please let me know in the comments or in the notes where you're tuning in from, and we'll circle around with any questions. So with that, without further ado, I'd like to introduce a man who is referred to as a psychonutritionist. He's a scientist, accomplished athlete, triathlons, Ironman medal winner, and 20 years of developing products in the nutrition space. And you can see all of the other accolades that are going on there with him. And he is also referred to as the unicorn. And for those who don't know, a unicorn, and I'm going to be doing multitasking here, letting people in. Unicorn is a mythical creature, someone amazing who is hard to catch, or simply a very rare find. And this man is a very rare find. Welcome, Dr. Sean.
Hey, Jeff. Well, I'm glad you defined that, because people sometimes just think I'm some kind of a weirdo. So thanks a lot for that.
You're welcome. So with that, what I'd like to do is let's start right into the questions, okay? And with that, let me just move a couple things here and let's go. So, Dr. Sean, what really attracted you to this holistic mental wellness company, prompting you to really develop such a unique product line, specifically targeting the gut-brain-heart axis health?
Yeah, well, that's a good question. I've been studying this area of that we call mental wellness now, right? In my particular area of research, we call it psychological vigor. Vigor is sort of a combination of mental acuity, physical energy, overall well-being. There's all kinds of things that sort of go into the measurement of vigor. But I've been studying that for a good long time, and studying the things that sap our vigor, like chronic stress and adverse mood states like depression and anxiety. In fact, the opposite state of vigor we refer to as burnout. A lot of people know what that is, especially going through this last year of the pandemic. So I've been studying it for a long, long time. But the thing that really, I think that what we're doing with _𝗪𝗏 that is really unique in the space is that we're coming at it from a very holistic, very comprehensive perspective. So, just to think of it this way, if we think of under the mental wellness umbrella, there existing all these different sort of flavors of mood state. There's stress, there's resilience, there's the ability to have good mental focus, there's your energy levels, there's your ability to sleep, there's your ability to relax and not be irritable and tense. There's so many different pieces of it, and they're all slightly different from each other. So if you were to come at trying to solve that problem or solve those problems with one intervention, they might be really effective for the sleep piece, but they don't do anything for your mood. Or they might be really effective for the tension piece, but they don't do anything for your focus. Or they might help with, you get the idea that
exactly.
In order to solve the problem which is sometimes I refer to it this way. These problems are what we refer to as multifactorial problems. There could be a variety of different things that are out of balance that need rebalancing. And if you don't come at it with a holistic approach, you're not going to get resolution. You're not going to get satisfaction of your symptoms going away. So you have to come at it with a multifactorial perspective. And that's where this idea of the gut, heart, brain axis comes in, right? There's the gut brain axis, there's the heart brain axis. And then when we link them all together, we have the gut, heart, brain axis. And that gives us a lot of really scientifically validated touch points and levers that we can modulate in order to help people feel their best. And the thing that really attracted me to this company is the fact that we're taking it in a comprehensive approach. It's not saying, here's this one thing that's going to solve your stress. It's here's this family of products. We really take a systems approach to say, look, you don't feel the way you want to feel. You want to feel better. And that might be a brain thing. It might be a gut thing. It might be something that we can do to improve your heart efficiency. It might be something in your immune system. It might be something in your inflammatory cascade. And so coming at it in that very multifactorial way makes the benefits for the end user a lot more robust and a lot more meaningful in a lot of ways. And we can show that clinically in our studies, but the proof of the pudding is when people actually plug it into their lives and they go, aha, now I feel better. And that's what I was missing, this whole time.
Exactly. And this really circles around to the microbiome project that started in 2006 with their clinical studies, and their research is now being published in medical and scientific journals. And we're following that science because there is a correlation between the gut and the brain and the heart. It's not just gut health. It's not just brain health. So we've got that communication between all of them, which is really unique.
Right.
So the Global Wellness Institute, this is a renowned institute that really is coming up with some cutting edge stuff and research and science. And they're saying that mental wellness is really a $120 billion, health industry. And this was in 2019, and they're expecting this to really experience exponential growth in the coming years. Can you speak to this on how this really positions Amiry Global, the holistic mental wellness company, in relation to this trend, and that we're really following, or obviously several years ahead of the industry as we talk today?
Yeah, I think it's not an overstatement, I think, to say that mental wellness is the future of not just healthcare, but the whole wellness industry, right? What we're seeing is healthcare and wellness are starting to merge into each other, and they're merging at that sort of flashpoint of mental wellness. The thing that's really exciting, as somebody who's studied mental wellness for most of my career in various ways, stress physiology and resilience and vigor and all those sorts of things, is that we're to a point now where this used to be something people didn't want to talk about, right? Or if it was talked about, on the side, because there really wasn't a lot that we could do for it except to take an antidepressant drug and maybe go to a mindfulness class or do some yoga or something like that now. But the thing that makes it really exciting is that even pre-pandemic, mental wellness issues, if you look at the statistics, they are far and away the biggest problem compared to what you might categorize as kind of physical health issues.
Right.
So it's a big problem. It's something that has not been adequately addressed because the only sort of solution that's been on offer for so many years has been antidepressant drugs and anti-anxieties and sleep drugs and things like that. And those don't work particularly well for the problem that they're actually trying to solve.
Exactly.
And now we're coming out of this pandemic. And if there's one good thing that has happened across this entire pandemic, it's that people are coming out of it and realizing, oh my gosh, my mental wellness is just as important as my physical health. And so I think that's one of the things that works into all the analysis that the Global Wellness Institute did to sort of, put a number on this mental wellness economy, if you will, at $120 billion. But if you look at their statistics, it's expected to double, triple, quadruple over the next short few years, because so many people are aware of the importance of mental wellness for, for how they show up and perform at every level of everything that they do in their life. So it's a pretty exciting time that the sort of public awareness is moving in the same direction, that the science is moving, that the business opportunity is moving. So I think it's a perfect storm in a lot of ways.
Yes, most definitely. And I'm promoting mental wellness is the new physical health. And it truly is coming to fruition with that. Our studies are ongoing to expand our understanding of using natural nutritional interventions to move people around from getting from bad to wellness and further towards optimized and flourishing, which is what we're calling mental fitness.
Right.
And can you share with our viewers some of the specificity of our studies and how it is, really significantly associated with gut-brain axis health?
Yeah. So, when we talk about mental wellness, it's multifactorial in nature. There's a lot of unpacking that needs to go, right? When we say mental wellness, it's not just mood, it's all these other areas of psychology, and importantly, how psychology impacts physiology. And so our research platform has really been going in progressive steps over the last 4 years, where the early research was looking at the linkage between the gut-brain axis, what we're doing in the gut, what we're perceiving in the brain, and how that relates to mental wellness. So our early research, 2018 or so, was able to sort of elucidate a little bit of that and say, look, we can use nutritional interventions, natural therapies, to improve what's happening in the gut, improve what's happening in the brain, improve mental wellness, right? So that sort of started us off to say, gut-brain axis microbiome is associated with mental wellness. We can improve how people feel. Awesome. Our next stage of research went for the heart-brain axis to say, if we can use, again, natural nutrition therapies to improve what's happening at the level of the heart, improve heart efficiency and heart rate variability and physical performance, could we also see a psychological performance outcome? And we were able to show that. So that sort of solidified the heart-brain axis and its role in mental wellness. Then we went to the next stage, which was to say, all right, let's look at that entire axis, the gut, the heart, the brain, and the axis in between. And just let me define that for people so they know what I'm talking about. When I say axis, we're talking about the communication network that links the signals between these three brains. So it's the endocannabinoid system, it's your inflammatory cascade, your system of cytokines, it's your immune system, it's your circulatory system, it's of course your nervous system, because there's some hardwired connections between those brains. And so that gives us a lot of area to modulate, and we can get it all in balance. We can help people feel better. But the third phase of our research was to show, all right, we know we can help people feel better psychologically through all these parameters. What does that mean for physical health? And we were able to link mental wellness to physical health through parameters like stress hormone modulation and cholesterol levels and cardiac risk profiles and blood sugar modulation and things like that. So we're able to really show gut-brain axis mental wellness, heart-brain axis mental wellness, physical health. And then this last stage that we have ongoing right now, this fourth phase, is going from, all right, we can take people from feeling not great to feeling great. When they're feeling great, they can perform better. And then we're going to take it to this next level of sort of helping people level up in a certain way so that we can improve their creativity, take them to an enhanced place of creativity, memory, focus, just making you perform at a level that you didn't even think you were capable of. So, it's that level of flourishing. You use that word when we started out, and that's exactly where we're going to try to take this.
That's fantastic. Yeah, and it's about being innovative. And what are the next technologies with regards to product development and being innovative, which really comes up to my next question. A unique product is being announced April 1st, addressing mood, motivation, and metabolism, all three at the same time. How can that happen?
Right. That's sort of the tagline of this new product: mood, motivation, metabolism. Right. And I'm sort of joking around with the marketing people. I'm like, you guys don't even have to do any work to sell this thing. You know, mood, motivation, metabolism. People are going to say, yes, yes, yes. Sign me up for all of that, please. But this, you know, this is just another iteration of how we've been able to do this, to say like, hey, there's things we can do at the level of the microbiome in the gut. There's things that we can do in the axis. There's things that we can do across the, you know, these entire systems. This is just one more way that we're able to do that. So we're doing it with a that kind of looks like a simplistic formulation, right? It's only three natural ingredients. It's mango leaf, it's lychee fruit, and it's palm fruit. But the uniqueness of each of those and how they work separately, but how they work together is really demonstrable, right? People take it and they feel it. They feel that motivation. They feel that sort of, it's not just energy. It's a sort of a different actionable kind of energy. You know, so I say to people in some of our trials, we can measure in the clinic, we can measure the difference between fatigue and energy, but that's different than this other measurement between vigor and burnout. It's this idea of not just being energetic and not just being focused, but being motivated in a way where you want to actually do something with that good feeling. And that's elusive for a lot of people, you know, like, you know, right now when someone's feeling fatigued, they'll reach for an energy drink and it might make them feel different, but it doesn't necessarily make them feel good. It doesn't make them feel the way that they want to feel. And sort of like, you know, what we're going for with this new product that we're calling Edge is it's a natural way to sort of enhance your ability to get into the zone, or what some people on this call might observe as sort of like a flow state, where you're just able to perform at that highest level that you're capable of. And that's going to be a little bit different for everybody, but it's going to be a very noticeable sort of an effect for people.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love you talk about vigor, and I do want to give you a plug. Psychological vigor. We talk about physical energy, mental acuity, and emotional well-being. And psychological vigor is the title of your new book that's coming out this year, correct?
Yeah, so Vigor was the title of one of my previous books. This book, I actually just got the new title for the book. We've been going back and forth with the editors about the title, but this one we just decided is going to be called, and I put it on my wall right here, Mental Fitness, right? So it's really along the idea of taking vigor, and like vigor is a word from psychology research, right? It's not a word that people are going to use in their normal vocabulary, and so we're going to call this new book Mental Fitness, to really accentuate that idea of taking your performance into a new level. So it's mental fitness, maximizing mood, motivation, and mental wellness by optimizing the brain-body biome. So it's really to say to people like, look, there's this new scientifically valid, cutting-edge way to improve your performance mentally and physically, and it's across this gut-brain axis kind of an idea.
Awesome. Yeah, that's great. And hey, perfect title for tonight's workshop, Mental Fitness.
Right.
So it kind of segues into that. And I'm still waiting for my sample, which is supposed to arrive tomorrow. I'm seeing all these the select 50, you know, talking about their experience and stuff, and I'm like, oh, come on. So I'm going to be at the door waiting for the delivery guy to get
good. I can't wait to hear what you think about it.
Absolutely. So we're coming up to the last question, because I know you have to run. So lastly, with your background, what would you recommend to health and wellness professionals out there who are really looking to expand their business to helping make a difference in their own market, with their own clients, with their own, you know, clientele?
Yeah, so you know, if anybody who's watching right now, if you're in the healthcare sector, if you're in sort of the allied healthcare sector, you know, you might be a health coach, you might be a personal trainer, you might be a dietitian, you might be any of those categories of, you know, you want to help people, you want to get your patients and your clients to a better place, you want to do the best thing for them, and you know, you're probably very well versed in whatever your area of expertise is. It might be you know, physical physical, it might be nutritional, it might be psychological, but what you probably don't have is some way to deliver this meaningful, demonstrable mental wellness from a natural perspective. And so that's another layer that has never really existed before as something that can be plugged into somebody's life. People can over my shoulder, you can see a lot of these products out here. We've got 22 products in our product line, soon to be 23 with this new Edge product. Every single one of them helps people to, and if you watch me, I'll do this in quotes, feel better in one way or another. Sometimes that's because the product can help them lower stress, and that's what they need. Sometimes it's because they can improve their sleep quality, and that's what they need. Sometimes it's natural energy improvement or mental focus. Sometimes it's a whole coordinated system that helps across the entire gut-brain axis or heart-brain axis. We have that many products because of so many different individualized needs in terms of what that person, requires to go to that next level of performance. But it's something that has never existed before until very, very recently in that holistic way. There've been sleep products on the market before, there've been energy products on the market before, but that one-off approach to trying to solve the problem is like fighting a dragon with a pea shooter, right? It's not going to get you the sort of level of solution or level of benefits that you want. And so this is something that's very easy for people to plug in to their existing practice to really help their patients and their clients in a way that has never existed before. So, I think just from those perspectives, people would want to take a look at it and see if it's the right fit.
Awesome. Well, we're coming up onto your 30 minutes. I thank you so much. I'm really humbled that you graced us tonight with your wisdom, your expertise. Looking so forward to continuing to work with you in this on this journey in regards to leading the holistic global mental wellness revolution. And thanks. And
my pleasure, Jeff. And I just got to say the same back to you. It's people like you who are helping us spread the word. That people need to know that there are these new effective natural solutions that they've probably never heard of before. So the more people who can be exposed to it, the better. We're going to help a lot of people.
Yep, absolutely. Well, thank you, and good luck on your next phone call there. All right.
All right. Thanks, you guys.
Super.
Bye-bye.
Okay, thanks. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to share my screen here, and I'm going to continue on to the next phase here, which is the next 30 minutes, and just kind of highlight and go over some three core products here that we've got. And for those of you who came in a little bit late, let us know in the chat box who you are and where you're tuning in from. That would be great. But the 𝗪𝗡 Fundamentals Pack, it's actually a 2018 award-winning product line for best finished product, because this is a comprehensive pack that addresses gut-brain axis. And we talk about mental focus for the brain, the mental sync, which is that vagus nerve, the communication that Dr. Sean was talking about between the gut, the brain, and the heart, and then the Mentabiotics. The Mentabiotics is a specific brand of probiotics. We have the top 3 strains that have been defined by the microbiome project that I talked about earlier that started in 2006. 3 top strains. There's 2 strains of lactobacillus and 1 bifidobacterium, and these actually address in gut repair as well as mental acuity, working on anxiety, stress, and depression, as well as leveling off your cortisol levels on top of a lot of other things, because there's a lot of botanicals in here, plant-based. Plants were put here for a reason. The science that's out there today is really finding that each plant has unique attributes that basically will work towards doing that repair internally. And this is a comprehensive product, and all of our products, again, are science-backed, clinically trialed, plant-based, they're vegan friendly, and this is award-winning, as I said. And this slide gives you an idea of some of the science that and the reports, because we do have a product information page. We do have the white papers that talk about the science, and the research that they've done. And you look at some of these the examples here. I mentioned about the lactobacillus, the bifidobacterium, as far as the good bacteria, bringing that into your gut flora and enhancing that. Then we've got the incredible results with tension, lower the attention by 45%, depression by 55%, anger 54%, fatigue 64, confusion 43, and increased that vigor, that psychological vigor, that you know, I talked about the physical energy, the mental acuity, and the emotional well-being increased by 44%. I mean, this is just absolutely amazing. And we've got the testimonials from our customers, from our wellness partners that are I'm having amazing results. Reversing my diabetes, coming off of 5 medications, and losing 60 pounds. I've got more work to do because I've been destroying my body for over, you know, for decades, for over 40 years, following Western medicine and doing all that other kind of stuff. So this is the fundamentals. This is our core flagship product. The next is, you know, we've got this is a mental fitness pack that was introduced last year and about 1.5 years ago, and they were sold separately, but we combined them together because we found that people who were dealing with a lot of annuities, you know, they didn't have enough energy. They were having problems sleeping. Their mood was off, and they had inflammation problems. Anytime you're sick or anything's going on autoimmune related, you're dealing with those 4 anomalies. For the most part, some don't, but this was a comprehensive pack to, you know, work on focus and confidence, stress resilience, pressure management, mental performance, and physical performance. And this is, it's available now. And this is, I do my mood every single day. You know, and I'm sleeping like a baby since I've been on these products and cleaning my gut, you know, so forth and so on. So I don't need to sleep as much as I did in the beginning. And so that is another set of products that we have. As Dr. Sean said, we have 22. And this next one is 23. And this is, Dr. Sean is the master formulator. And again, he talked about the mango leaf, the lychee fruit, and the palm fruit. And this is a combined new product that's going to be launched, available for pre-order on April 1st. And it will be shipped out at the end of April. And to work on motivation, metabolism, and mood. I mentioned that I was waiting for my special, you know, sample pack tomorrow because there were 50 of us who earned that right to get a sample and try it a month before it was actually available to the public. And some of the testimonials are just unbelievable from the people who have already got it. And this is a unique proprietary blend that we're incorporating, you know, into this. And 𝗧𝗵𝗵 is a specialized extract from mango leaves. And, you know, here it just says there's been 7 clinical studies, 4 global industry awards, patent pending, fast acting, you know, so forth and so on. And, you know, the indigenous aspect of it is brain tonics and hunting tonics and morning drinks. And, you know, so we get a lot of our plants from indigenous regions, which we are, I'm humbled and really, this was one of the reasons that I decided to come on board with this company, is because we control that the indigenous regions. And when I say control, we oversee the growing factor, them hiring their indigenous workers, making sure that they're being paid a fair wage and they're living in really good conditions, not deplorable conditions. And that was really important to me. So, and this really works on the cognitive aspect of it. And then we've got the lychee fruit extracts, which, you know, it supports the health post-meal blood glucose and lipid levels. I'm excited being a type 2 diabetic. I have to, you know, it's a lifestyle change for me. Sugar is a huge component in regards to me staying non-diabetic. And this is a sugar-free, and it tastes like watermelon. And I haven't been able to eat watermelon for 2 years because of the sugar content in watermelon. So I'm really excited. Lessens skin wrinkles and brown spots and helps decrease fatigue and improve endurance with this lychee fruit. And then lastly, we have the palm fruit and the unique benefits, you know, non-stimulant, sugar-free, all natural flavors, you know, and how does this really compare to the market? Dr. Sean and some of the leaders in executives, you know, there's a lot of he stated that there's a lot of pre-workout products. There's a lot of energy products, and there's a lot of, you know, fat burning products. And most of them are filled with artificial chemical bombs is what that was referred to. So you got to be really careful with some of these products out there, because they're really, really not good for you. And people are starting to look for something different. They want something that is clean and fresh and that will work. So that is, as he said, it was Amari Edge, and that's coming out next month. And we're wrapping up here towards the end here, but mental health, you know, it has already started to become in the forefront within mainstream media. We need to talk about this more. It was pushed off to the side for decades and decades. You know, Amari Global has 4 years ahead of the science with our unique platform of science-backed clinical trial, plant-based, vegan-friendly, and award-winning supplementation line. We also have our platform, which consists of programs of nutrition, and then we've got exercise, and then we also have stress management, which are, you know, different modalities that we talk about holistic wellness. It's not only about supplementation, it's a whole gamut of different modalities that we're teaching people and educating and providing value for people to make that change in regards to taking care and control of their own health, which is so important. And then we have the people. The people are our customers, our loyal customers who are constantly renewing and ordering on a monthly basis. We've got, I think it's an 87, 89 order retention rate, which is amazing. And then we've got the wellness partners. We're spreading the word, we're educating, because we can't get into mainstream media. It's been, and word of mouth is really the best form of advertising. People want to relate, people want to hear the stories, the success, and that's what we're here for. We're here to share that with those individuals. And, you know, our people are consisting of these, as I said, the customers and the wellness partners. And here we've got the people who are crazy enough, okay, who are crazy enough they can change the world are the ones who do. And this was stated by Steve Jobs. He changed the world. It may sound bold for us to say that, but we are actually leading the holistic global mental wellness revolution. We are just starting into our 4th year here. We're having amazing success, and we're so pleased with the results that we're having and where we are going as well as a company. Mental wellness, again, Global Med. This was published May 5th of 2020, that the next pandemic is mental health, mental wellness. Forbes magazine published an article that it is the gut health industry is skyrocketing. We know that all disease starts in the gut, so the science is really focusing on the gut. And the microbiome is the science that's disrupting the health and wellness industry. So here we are, humanitarian entrepreneurs. Again, our mission is to lead the global mental wellness revolution with a platform of products and programs and people. And we are people who are doing great things. And I'd like to invite you, if you resonate with this information and are interested in getting some more information and in meeting some of the executives and some of the field, March 24th, this coming Wednesday, I'd like to specially invite you to hear Laura Evans, who is one of our leaders in the field, you know, talk about her experience of over 20 years in the network marketing industry, sharing her insights. She left a corporate position to come in the field, and because of where we are being the innovative company that we are, and by our following our core values, which is love, integrity, innovation, service, and humility. So, and that wraps up the slide presentation. Again, I'm Jeff Berger. Here's my contact information. I'm actually going to throw it into the chat box. And Rich, you're from Naples, Florida. I'm in Cape Coral. We're practically neighbors here. So with that, I'm going to open it up and have everybody, if you want to turn on your videos, for those who are have them turned off, turn them on, and let's, I want to open it up for Q&A, okay? Now, we don't want to be shy. We can, who's got a question, or who's got some feedback?
What's the price point?
So great question, Rich. The fundamentals goes for $134.95. The mental fitness pack is going for, it goes for $139.95, and then the mental or the 𝗪𝗏 Edge, I am going to have to, it's Deidre, do you remember the price?
I think it's 67.
Yes.
Either 57 or 67.
I think
something with a 7, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then they've got a special where you've got, if you order 2, it's a reduced price for ordering 2 in the month.
Okay.
And the combo, there's a combo pack. Why don't you talk about that one?
The combo pack, which combo pack? You mean the fundamentals with the
fundamentals with the mental fitness pack can be combined.
Oh yeah, yeah.
At a reduced price of $229.
Yeah, exactly.
All those products.
Yeah, so Rich, we've got unique, and for everybody that's on here, we have unique bundling options for our customers or wellness partners. So for example, if you want to get the mental, the fundamentals pack, which is a 3-pack, and you want to add the mental fitness pack, instead of $139, it's $95 to add to the fundamentals. So you're bundling. As you bundle more products, you get a reduced rate on a combination of products.
Okay, yeah, that's great. I'm not looking really for the I want to try to understand the concept. In other words, you're coming to us who are professionals in different fields.
Correct.
And you want us to obviously, whether it's anxiety, depression, suicidal ideology, lack of energy, whatever it might be that people are going through,
Right.
there is nutrition. There's a nutrition component. There's a supplement component that a lot of people try to work in with them.
Exactly.
So that's what is interesting.
Yeah. So
with that, and I'm in so many others.
Yeah.
I treat all the people on Zoom. So.
Okay. Yeah. So that's a great question. What I'm doing is I basically am helping burnt out entrepreneurs with mental fitness and getting them to the next level with whatever they're doing, whether they're, an athlete or if they are a business owner or whatever. However, while I'm doing this, I've come across fitness trainers and other holistic coaches who have said, wait a minute, I can incorporate this into my business, what I'm already doing, as another tool in my toolbox for my clients. Yep. So it's either or. So either a customer or a wellness partner coming on board, helping spread the word, making money, another stream of income coming into their existing business.
Okay. Yep. All right. Great.
Okay. Awesome. Gail, Jeanette, any questions?
Jeff, do you know when we can start or will we be able to start pre-ordering the Edge?
April 1st is my understanding. You pre-order and then it will go out shipping at the end of April.
Okay. Okay. And another question. I'm fairly new, as you know.
Yep.
I have a wellness practitioner that's interested. He's asked me a lot of scientific questions about what's in it and all that. So I don't have the answers.
Right.
How did you get so much information? How long have you been doing this?
I've been 2 years.
Okay. So what did you do to get all the information under your belt?
It's like going to school, grade 1 or kindergarten, preschool to graduating college. I just learned as I went. However, we don't have to, I'm learning it because I'm a geek and I want to understand it because I become more educated. But the bottom line is when you're starting out, we have the what's called technical data sheets, and these are like the white papers. They show the studies, what's going on in the studies, because it's a third-party study as well as our own study. So it's a collaboration of studies. And then the ingredients. What are these ingredients? Where are they coming from? What do they specifically do within this product? and what are they addressing? And that's something that you can give anybody who's looking at the components of the product as well as the research. The other
Okay.
thing is we do have on Tuesday afternoons, we have Dr. Sean will do
Yeah.
deep dives. So that's another way to bring people into that. Or you can go to Better Future Now, Better Future You.
Better Future You.
Better Future You, which all of his videos are in there talking about the product and the efficacy and the research and so forth and so on.
Okay, yeah, I've been listening to him on Tuesdays, but I can invite somebody on the Tuesdays.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely. Yes. That's not only
Okay.
for us, it's for bringing guests and, medical professionals, people in the health and wellness industry.
Okay, I'm a geek too, because my last job, I learned all the chemistry and the formulas, which was over 1,000 formulas, but it's going to
Wow.
take me a while to learn all this.
Yeah. You want to, here's the thing is that, you want to provide just enough information to say, yeah, this sounds really interesting. And then I follow up with, I can provide you with documentation, or I can provide you with a video that will give you a better in-depth from Dr. Sean or from, the marketing team who put these documents together.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, great. Okay. Thank you.
Sure. Jeanette, you're quiet over there on the east coast of Florida. I'll follow up with you later. Rich, so where in Naples are you?
I am, well, I have two places. One is on the Gulf by the Ritz-Carlton, I guess, if you know what Vanderbilt is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do.
So right there, and then the other one, which God bless my wife decided to rent that out. So I anyway, I was supposed to be coaching hockey. I'm a hockey coach at Fordham University. I'm a certified life coach. I'm also a certified business coaching. I'm basically